Already rolling, right?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Oh, wait, you're quick, bro. You're locked in.
That was part of the pitch originally. So who am I here with?
Huh? Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Caedrel. Hey, I'm a League of Legends co-streamer. Used to be a player. Now I'm just a streamer.
You know, Caedrel, in life, there's many cancellations.
Yeah.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Yeah.
So we're going to play a mini game sponsored by absolutely no one.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you an example of a cancellation. You tell me whether it's good or bad.
Okay.
So the first one is a dinner reservation. Is it a good or bad cancellation if it gets canceled?
I mean, you know, sometimes when I make plans with people and they cancel, I'm like, oh no, I have to stay at home now. So
Yeah.
I actually think it's a pretty good cancellation.
I do that too. Are you an introvert?
Yeah, of course, bro. Then you can just stay at home.
I did the same. A doctor's appointment. This one's an interesting one.
That's a sketchy one. Depends on what we're doing at the doctors, you know. Like sometimes I've skipped teeth appointments, but you know, like sometimes I'm really afraid of needles. So when I go to the doctor and they're like, yeah, you should do a blood test in 3 days from now. I'm like, yeah, blood test 3 days from now.
Yeah,
Nope.
3 days from now.
Yeah.
Or are you free in 6 months from
Instantly cancel. Yeah.
now? Yeah. Malzahar ulti.
I mean, it's harder than you think, you know. It's really harder than you think.
It is a pretty highly
highly
mechanical champion.
When there's 3 buttons, you gotta press them in a sequence. Sometimes you can get it wrong.
And unfortunately, that kind of became your claim to fame.
That's my career. Yeah, most people, you know, you think about their stories and they're like success. Mine's just 3 keys in the wrong order.
It's okay. That's almost like a proverb almost. So I feel like G2 at 2025 MSI can be kind of concisely summarized in one word, or I guess one name, 007. 0 hype moments, 0 good drafts, and 7 TikToks made in the hotel lobby. What are your thoughts on dancing with the ops in the lobby?
Dancing with the ops?
Yeah.
Wait, what's an op?
An op it's short for opposition. It's like American slang.
Oh, I thought it was the police.
Oh, no.
I was like, they dance with the police? Isn't that what people call them? The ops? Isn't that
Definitely
like the
not
police?
here.
Oh,
Maybe in the UK. I'm not.
No. In the UK, we just, I don't know what to call them. Dancing with the opposition.
Is it smart or is it grief?
I mean, listen, EU's just got a few problems, you know. Stay on your side of the pond. Don't worry about it, yeah? We'll fix them.
Oh, I think I'll be looking over my shoulder when I come to London. So
if they ask you what the time is, just run.
yeah,
That's what I'll say.
fair enough. So on the topic of griefing, I saw a tweet in your Twitter community, and they said, I would rather watch Caedrel co-stream LTA South than ever see him play solo queue again. Is that heartbreaking or heartwarming?
I mean, that's probably just a hate watcher who caught me on a bad game. I think there's a lot of games that I play in solo queue where it's clearly great content value, because what you get when you watch a Caedrel solo queue content game is you get like the pinnacle of gameplay, you know. Like,
I'm watching the stream. Why are you trying
of gameplay, you know. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but I did retire at the end of 2020, and EU's international results have only gone down since then, but they were at their peak when I was there. So the solo queue streams reflect that, you know. When you tune into a Caedrel solo queue stream, you're seeing the highest level of gameplay. So that was probably just a bad game.
But you mentioned when you retired they went downhill, but when I was in stats class in high school, they said correlation is not causation. So what do you say to my professors?
I don't care about your professors because I can't read.
That
You know that meme? That sign doesn't scare me because I can't read.
Is that like an iFunny meme? I feel like I've never heard this one.
Bro, how old are you?
22.
Oh my god.
How old are you? I forgot.
29.
Jesus Christ. He's got
Different
1 year left.
generations,
One
bro.
year left
I'm
and he's
literally Unk.
Yeah.
You don't know that meme? What's it from? It's from a TV show. Anyway.
Oh dear. Oh, we don't watch TV in my generation. So one of your many nicknames is mercs lamont. You typically say it when people build merc treads.
Yeah.
When Riot increased the purchase cost of mercs to 1,300 gold, did you feel more personally offended than the average player?
Yeah, you know, I did feel really offended. Mercs Lamont was becoming a staple. I thought mercs were super good. And it obviously, like, the Lamont family are the creators of the mercs. So it took it really bad, like the tariffs and now the merc treads value increase. Like,
Can't really catch a break.
I can't catch a break yet.
Yeah, so when you base with 1,300, would you rather have the stats of merc treads or would you rather have 40 AD?
I'd rather have a lost chapter.
Well, that wasn't the option. That wasn't.
Well, is it on the menu? Can I have that instead?
No, that is not on the menu.
Oh, it's in the shop.
It is in the shop, but it's not on the menu, and we're talking about the menu.
Okay.
Would you rather have the merc tread stats or would you rather have 30?
Well, what champ am I playing?
Open interpretation, whatever champ you want to play.
Bro, 40 AD.
40 AD?
Yeah.
What gives you 40 AD? What item is that?
You're trick questioning me here. BF sword is how much AD?
It is 40 AD.
Oh.
Speaking of BF, how does Dom Drill make you feel?
What the hell?
No, don't worry, I have everything
You
planned
know,
out.
that was funny because they showed it on stream once, and I was like, okay. But then they showed it on stream a second time.
It's like they're trying to
Like the second one, I was like, huh?
because he's sitting very close to you. Like you guys.
He blew me a kiss.
Did you blow him one back?
No.
How come?
Drama.
Drama. What's a drama? I can't know, or
I don't know. You have to tune in for the next episode of Dumb Drill.
is that tonight, or when is that?
I don't know. It's spontaneous and freaky.
When it comes to League content, I've had a lot of conversations with different people, and I feel like part of the issue with League content is it's really hard to collaborate. Typically, it's hard to collaborate and provide value. Okay. Do you agree with that statement? Like compared to other niches, for example, like an IRL stream.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think like a lot of League streamers are pro players and they can't even duo queue, so that's kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you are someone who obviously like the lolesports Tony stuff. I feel like you've done more collaborative efforts recently. Where do you envision the future of collaboration in terms of League being? Because I feel like co-streaming opens up opportunities, but also at the same time, we typically see people co-stream on their own, where they're not really interacting with other people. So where do you see collaboration in terms of League as a niche?
I don't actually know. I'm not a very big collaboration person. Like, my chat gets a bit angry sometimes if I co-stream with others. They're like, stop going off topic and focus on the game, because I get distracted so easily. Lost for Tones is great because it's like collaboration with the homies, but we're all kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And we're in the same niche of like
Common goal.
Yeah, common goal. I'm not sure. I think the game modes actually that come to mind when you answer that question is like Swarm, like collaborations on like fun content, and game modes that Riot makes, less so like solo queue and ranked, and because that's everything that goes through my mind. It's just ranked based LP gains, dopamine addiction, just getting plus 20s on my screen, and like, you know,
You get plus 20s?
the casino of solo queue. Yeah.
I get plus 14. Am I cooked?
Well, what's your elo?
Well, I'm doing the interviewing, not you.
Well, no, buddy, what's your elo? Answer the question.
Peak or current?
Let's go peak.
Peak Masters. I play Alistar. Alistar only. And then
Support, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what's current?
I'm doing a fan meet and greet down in Diamond.
Oh, okay.
Been there for a while. Might come.
So you're just like the gatekeeper.
Yeah, I'm like the gatekeeper.
Oh, you're the D1 gatekeeper, or
Yeah.
you're like the D4 gatekeeper? Because there's a big difference between gatekeepers. Like, we're talking like Sun Jin Woo fucking solo leveling here. What floor are we on?
You're a fucking geek. What the hell?
What? It was a good show.
An anime reference is insane, by the way. It depends on the mood.
Okay.
I've gatekeep D4 for a while, but
Okay, so you're level 1. You're floor 1, buddy. Like, you're
But-
just the...
kind of like Sung Jin Woo. Hopefully, I climb the floors. Hopefully, I get to another level.
Is that your quest in your head?
Honestly, not really. I haven't touched ranked in a while, and I only play ARAMs.
Good, stay away.
Really?
Yeah.
How come? I feel like League is in the best state it's been in for a while, like, comparative to other metas. I feel like right now it's pretty.
Oh, it's going to suck you back in and ruin your life.
Yeah, I remember when I hit Masters for the first time, because basically what happened was I was uber depressed and I was playing 17 hours a day. I would only consume 1 large coffee and 1 pack of ramen. The only calories I would consume, play 17 hours, shower, go to sleep, and do it again.
You're a complete fucking degenerate.
And then I hit Masters, and I'm like, what the fuck have I done with my life? And I stopped playing ranked after that.
Yep. That's every climbing experience. I was the same. My paranoia was 1 coffee and a banana in the morning, and then 6 hours, and then food.
Yeah, speaking
And
of,
no wind, no food.
Yeah, speaking of paranoia, I actually want to talk to you about a very specific thing we saw in yesterday's series of FlyQuest versus a BLG. I kind of noticed how it felt like the champions with the Global Ultimates kind of ran the game. Like they had Galio, they had Nocturne. Rumble's like kind of global, not really. So how impactful do you think Global Ultimates are in the scope of the current meta, and how do you approach playing against a team with like 3 Global Ultimates, for example?
I mean, the best way to look at it is globals make it so you can cheat side lanes, right? If I'm Shen, Galio, TF, I can push an extra wave on side without having to group, which is a good thing and a bad thing. You get more side lane pressure. The bad thing is you have to like play very smart in your 4v5 while you wait for your side lane to push. If you only have 1 global, and you have to be really careful like not to get engaged on into your side laner. The best way to look at it for me at least is like a lot of globals are not team fight ults, you know, like TF ult is completely useless in a team fight if you're straight up 5v5. So the more globals you have, the less R buttons you have, I guess, you know. Like if I'm playing any Wukong, Ashe, Rel, I've got 4 big R buttons. If you're playing like TF, Shen, Nocturne, you have like, out of those 3 R buttons, I'd say like they count as 1.5 in terms of usefulness in fights. So like I actually didn't like BLG's comp that much when they went for Shen support, but the problem is they needed a melee support, and the only one open was Pyke, kind of, because they banned Gragas as well.
And he
So he had to go Shen, he took Leona, so you kind of have to go Shen. Poppy's out, everything's kind of screwed in bot. But I think the second they first picked Galio, that series was over. Like, I think that Galio first pick was a complete headshot.
Yeah, because like I was thinking about it this morning when I was doing my little rage walk. I went to get a coffee, and I'm like, I feel like FlyQuest doesn't really play Rumble, and I feel like that was like
exactly.
a big
And
reason why.
so BLG, I think FlyQuest went, they'll first pick Rumble and we'll go Galio Lucian.
But now they pick Galleon, we can't. Yeah.
And now they first pick Galio and we can't take Rumble. So what do we pick? And you go Lucian, Lee Sin 1-2. I think already they look a bit like...
Yeah. And like the other champion was Callista. And I just feel like we're probably bound to see it today.
I think they should have gone Jin on 4 instead.
I think that was like the
Dom was
consensus.
right.
Dom mentioned that Jin Bard, and I think Busio's Bard is, maybe I'm a little bit coping, but I think it's one of the better ones in the world. Like,
Yeah.
I think he outperformed on the day. When you look at, people talk so much about the gap, and
Yeah.
I tweeted about it today. I feel like this is the most hope I've had in an NA roster or a Western roster in quite a long time.
Yeah.
And I feel like typically people will point to 2018 C9, 2019 TL. But I think my issue with those is those were relatively short-lived peaks, whereas FlyQuest has been pretty competitive for Worlds, MSI, domestically they have 2 titles. So where do you value literally winning the series versus consistent development? Because I care more about the development. I don't care too much about winning. Obviously, it's nice, but...
I guess the question is, like, at what point does the development stop, Like,
Yeah.
when are we going to win the
When
Game
is it
5,
enough?
Like, is it going to be this World? Is it going to be next World?
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of players on that FlyQuest roster that were, like, driving a lot of the series itself was Whipbone inspired. Like, they were obviously, like, clearly driving a lot of that series.
Yeah.
The best way to say it is, like, they were the ones clicking forwards, Like, there was no clicking back. And they have a lot of experience already, whereas a player like Masu and Busio, I think they haven't had that many internationals. I don't know how many they've had, but Whipbone Inspired probably have, like, by themselves, double their internationals combined. And I think Masu and Busio had struggles in the series. Busio had, like, great games. I want to see, like, that mental kind of passed on a bit, where Masu's clicking forwards, and, like, Quad's the one really driving the helm of the game. How long that takes, I'm not sure. The sooner the better, right? Like, 2019 G2 was peaking. Then they got to World Finals, and then they went to semifinals the year after, and then the roster kind of faded. But there's been great times in like Western League of Legends. Those great times are yet to come again. Like, we're in the dark ages right now.
I mean, you mentioned 2019, 2020. I feel like one thing I really liked about this MSI is it's been my favorite international in a long time. I think the entertainment value, I think the quality of games, and the fact that NA eliminated EU yet again.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I had to. I just feel like this MSI has probably been the best MSI that I can remember.
Yeah, I think that Riot's always had really bad MSI formats.
I agree.
The BO1 formats, all that stuff. So the second you throw 19 best of 5s in a Fearless draft, I think it's like bound to succeed, which is great. I think what you're starting to see in Fearless, as much as I'm a massive Fearless fan, is like the crack in Game 5. Like, Game 5 is just decided in draft 60, 70% of the time. Like, if you don't have a deep enough pool or they snipe away one of your picks, you're just completely fucked. Like, that's the problem with Fearless Draft sometimes. So I think teams need to... it's not been fully solved yet, Fearless Draft. People are realizing, like, combos are really strong and, like, holding champions for late in the series. Even we played against a team who picked 5 of our champions away a couple months ago. So I think once Fearless Draft gets more and more solved, it'll be a bit better, I think, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We also obviously talked a lot about how it's, like, so close yet so far for a lot of these Western teams. But I feel like the consensus on the game was that it was dying. Do you feel like League is back?
Do I feel like League is back?
Specifically
in
LoL.
esports? Yeah. I think the problem is people's idea of dying is very relative, Like, okay, let's say League viewership's going down. Checks notes, still most watched viewed esports.
Yeah.
Rocket League's successful with like 10% of the viewership. Okay, are we really like dying, or are we just kind of leveling out from COVID, You can look at numbers and stuff and you can say like co-streamers are inflating things, but I think in general there's a big love for League and there probably will be for the foreseeable future. I think CS is like won the test of time. I think League's entering that realm of test of time with CS and Dota. I feel like these 3 games are just gonna stay around for a long time. I think League will have ups, League will have downs. I think how the game develops in the next 5 years will be very interesting. I really hope Riot like gives everything to League, because I feel like with Valorant coming along, it felt like League is like the older brother now. And they're kind of treating the younger brother, Valorant with everything. Like, we're gonna give you all these things and all these crazy things, all these like in-game things you can sell for teams, and we'll just kind of leave League there. And when the MMO comes, we'll just jump ship. I think if Riot really put the time and investment into League, I think it'll be good for a long time.
Cool. That's pretty much anything. That's pretty much all I have. Who do you have, T1 or Genji?
T1 or Genji?
I have a carrier jersey on right now, so you better watch what you say.
Well, I think Genji is gonna win.
I have Genji in my pickups as well.
Genji's gonna win, I think.
Yeah. I'm a fan, but I'm not.
You have Genji in your pick'ems and you're wearing a T1 shirt?
Yeah.
You're a fucking fraud.
I'm a fan. I'm not
You're
delusional.
a fucking fraud.
I'm not delusional.
You're a fraud.
But listen, I have Genji beating T1, T1 winning losers bracket against AL, and then losing again in finals.
Okay, so what are you cheering for today? Your pick'ems or T1?
carry SKDA.
Oh, okay. So you were here cheering for your pick'ems. Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Yep.
We can record on everything.
Damn.